Indeed, there should be. So that Hunter's going to go ahead and make his way up to the rooftops, looking for a bit of a DP here, possibly as the survivors do make their way back from the tank. Let's go ahead and bring up the spec HUD for you guys. Tank is up at 61% of the way through the map. So I believe that's right outside the window up ahead, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to have to go out onto the rooftop up ahead, but I doubt they're going to throw the hit in there. They're probably going to wait for the actual full run back where they are actually right now. But the Stars seem to be wanting to bait this first hit. They're content with just holding out, as it seems.
Yeah, obviously no damage on the board yet, and for a map this short, but it's also pretty, I would say it's vital. I said earlier I kind of downplayed its importance, but if you get a good lead here, it'd be really, really nice. Nice level going out by Hib onto that charger. The tank is up in the hands of Dusty for the healthcare professionals. A little bit of chip damage going out. That was a beautiful level, and obviously that jockey did get cleared after a little bit of damage as well. Now we do have just one worm tonight. We do have a healthcare professionals worm, and do you feel like we should send it over for HCP's infected half here or survivor?
I would be happy with healing all of their worms, but let's go ahead and kick it over when this tank looks like it's gonna start committing. And actually, he just took 250 damage there from that.
I think he's going to.
Yeah, he might. If he does show signs of commitment, which he just put a spray down, so he might actually here in a second. That's a devilish spray right there with the cat.
Yeah, that's a commit. That's a commit. Wait, maybe not. The Charger's going to go in instead, managing to get cleared. Hunter's going as well. I think he might just be transitioning then. And obviously that rock did miss as well, but the tank is actually chilling on the corner right here. Precarious position a little bit, because if the survivors figure out where he is, they could get a pretty decent amount of chip by running outside. If they do that, though, then the tank's probably just going to drop back down. Hib has found out where he is, I'm pretty sure. Going to be able to shoot him a little bit, taking a little bit more damage. And now it looks as though he's going to jump in while Hib is making way inside. Screw it, we don't have time for a worm, we're staying here. And it's going to be a Charger Jockey Boomer for the support. Hib's still down below. Tank is going to try to pressure him, and the support's going in a little bit early. We have the Jockey landing, Charger trying to go and intercept as well, but not going to land. Now the tank is spraying the love out a little bit, getting a corner onto Lucky Lock right there, but the other survivors, even though they're 2 boom, should be able to take him down without a whole lot of other incident here. Nice jump punch, however, onto the survivor who is on top of the rafters, turning around now, getting another punch onto Hib, but he is going to be brought down before he gets that second end cap.
Indeed, that was a lot of love spread. Tool taking a punch. Shady, I think, even took a punch at one point. Then Hib and Lucky Lock just taking a brunt of damage there from that tank in general. Hunter working his way in here, looking for a bit of a pounce. Not going to find anything, though. And actually, we see EOS running a lot of Uzis here. They're actually running a 3-1, except the 3 are Uzis, and the 1 is a pump shotgun.
Yes, they are indeed, and I believe Hib also has a combat knife, and I know that's a Dustin server thing, but I think that's actually a little bit of a change than what we're used to seeing, is it not?
Wait, in what regard for the
Uzis.
knife? Yeah, the Uzi from NA teams, they're very dominant with their shotguns. They love themselves from buckshot. But regardless, we will be seeing them run 3 Uzis, at least for this map. Maybe it's just because it was a wooden shotgun and they didn't find a chrome yet. Maybe when they find a chrome, they're going to swap out for a 3-1 shotgun-wise. But there's a Hunter actually in clear as Bill flies down to the ground. I don't think he took any damage from that, but he rocketed down. There's also proxies from the Boomer landing onto Bill here. And the last 2 SI will be that Spitter and Smoker. I don't know if that's really going to come to really help them here. But nice pull there onto Francis. Going to put him up against the corner, but he's not inside the spit. So Francis will just get cleared off there, and Lewis will go ahead and reconvene with his team.
Honestly, this is a pretty good start for Element. It's surprising there. Obviously, they took a down and a half at that tank, but at this point, they only really have another hit to contend with, I think, before they manage to reach the safe room. It's going to be a pretty strong hit, though, from HCP, Charger, Jockey, Smoker, and a Boomer, so no Spitter right here. But, again, the Survivors have the ability, because they still have a pretty good amount of health, plus those 2 pills on them and only 2 people bleeding, they can kind of just chill here for a second, clear out all the comm, and then decide what they're going to want to do. Looks as though they're actually going to push out to the right-hand side over here. And now they've gone back to a more traditional, I guess, 2-2 setup as well, just to mention. We do have that pull going out. Charter coming in from the back, trying to go and managing to land, is going to get very quickly cleared. Jockey also did get cleared, and that Smoker is going to get shut down last, so that should be Element of Surprise managing to make their way.
Where else?
Hi, hello?
Oh, you cut out there for a second.
It's okay. I was saying it's an important map in the sense that as long as they don't get wiped, it's okay, but to have bonus on it, it's not as influential as it was in Pro Mod. But still, that's a nice over 50% bonus for Team Element Surprise, making the save from right there at 628 points to start.
Yeah, that's actually a very respectable score. Once again, though, that tank got a lot of punches on the survivors to start things off there, so very well played by Dusty, and some good SI support as well. That tri-boom at the very end helped him secure a couple last-minute punches with his 1,000 HP that he had remaining. But let's go ahead and ready up here. Oh, God. Please work ready up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, mine doesn't want to work. I gotta type it. Hold on. There we go. We're good.
Wow. Alright then, so now that that's working, honestly though, I could say that ATP could take that tank maybe a little bit better than the damage that they dish out onto EOS, only due to the fact that we saw earlier today, I think it was in the UNM versus Silencio Jockey's match, like, if you kite that tank specifically in the safe room enough, and if you stay up top right there, you can really, really avoid that damage. So, again, pretty good take by Element Surprise, but we could see ATP trying to do better. Nice arc boom coming out from underneath right there, just to get that initial spawn out of the way. They might want to try cap for when ATP are approaching that bridge.
Yeah, I mean, it could be pretty devastating, especially if you have to cross backwards, because then you have this, basically, every single spawn on the opposite roof is opened up, unless the survivors decide to put one of the, you know, obviously survivors on that side of the roof, or on top of the air furnaces, or air ventilation shafts, I should say. But regardless, which will get mowed down there, we'll see a running of, actually 2 pumps, 2 Uzis. It seems like, for whatever reason, teams don't seem to like the wooden shotgun anymore. They're literally picking up Uzis just to avoid it now.
Honestly, I mean, I think Purple was the one who was actually saying that he prefers the wooden shotgun to the chrome. But there's been a general consensus, I guess, that because the Uzis maybe have distance and that kind of stuff, and because it's dead air in general too, there are more abilities to use, I would say, the Uzi to the shotgun if you're just one of those people who's a sticker and say the chrome is just better because it has the tighter spread and all that other stuff. But honestly, I think it's personal preference. That Boomer did get a single boom, but the rest of the hit is going to save. That leads me to believe that we could be seeing a tank from Lucky Lock. Charter actually going in, trying to get some damage anyway, and he did manage to get 10 off that, but again, no Charger for the cross now. Tank 14, almost surprisingly, up into the hands of Tool, as a matter of fact, so let's see what he elects to do and what he wants to commit with.
Indeed, Jockey rocketing in, not going to find the land though, going to go ahead and just fall down into the alleyway between the 2 buildings. And yeah, actually this spec card does show who will become the tank, so that's actually pretty cool.
Does, and I believe it actually prints that in all chat too, right?
I didn't see that. It might though. Maybe I just missed it. But yeah, so Tool's going to go ahead and position himself on top of the roof. Well, if I can talk, on the roof across from the survivors as it's saying right now. Hunter landing on one survivor inside the safe room. And actually, this is interesting. All HCP members are actually up inside of the safe room. They're up on the rafters. So pretty much what that forces the tank to do is actually push into the safe room to get the survivors off of the rafters, where obviously once he gets inside the safe room, he can make it his own way to the rafters, or he can actually just stay on the ground and throw rocks, but that's not very efficient, to say the least. But let's see what they decide to do here, though, because if the survivors do stay on top of the rafters as they are right now, then the SI can still spawn inside the safe room because they've all left it as well. So.
And this is kind of what I was mentioning here with the survivors not taking a whole lot of damage. I actually saw in the partial Serenity versus Evo match earlier, Team Serenity elected to sit in the safe room and just do this for like 15 minutes, and they actually managed to kill that tank, forced him to commit, but it just took a lot of patience, shutting down hits, and just kind of chilling in the safe room right there, because I think the tank still does lose rage. Indeed he is. He's already down to 20% here on his first pass. And honestly, the survivors, honestly, like, they can control the flow of this, because now they're able to chip them whenever they want. They have 3 people sitting up there effectively with Dusty on the ground, and then Tool is going to be forced to come in here and try to knock them down off the top, or they're going to send him on to Dusty, and he's going to get completely obliterated by everything that's above him at that point. So when he commits to this, he's going to have to make a decision of who is he going to target number 1, and then how is he going to avoid taking as much ship as they're about to try to dish out onto him. He's actually really, really close to going AI. He's on 10% second pass. He is going to be forced in right there. Jockey, Charger, and 100 for the rest, and this is why what I was talking about, he's nowhere close to them, and he's already down to about 3,000 HP, and now they're going to be able to cycle out of the safe room. The hit's coming in as well. Tank is up top. He is going to drop back down. We already saw one of the SI supports get picked. Jockey gets shut down. Hunter moving his way in, and Tool has absolutely nothing right here. He finally does manage to find a corner onto Purple, but that's the only hit that he's going to get. That's exactly what I was talking about, Kissme.
Yeah, that's very rough, and they didn't have exactly the SI support that they really needed to help him secure one of the survivors up against the wall or something of that nature. So that will be the tank grabbing a one-hitter. That's very rare for Tool.
One-hitter Tool tank, yeah.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic of him. Tool's known for his big tanks and making some big plays happen with them. But regardless, there's a double boom going out onto Lewis and Zoe, and there are 3 more SI up in the queue, Spitter, Jockey, and a Charger. So we'll see when they decide to throw this in. Jockey's already pre-spawned in the back. He's hanging on the ladder, making his way in towards Dusty. Does find the latch. Charger looking for some sort of pin here. Not going to find it, though, as he charges off the rooftop. That would have been a death charge if he connected with a survivor, but they all managed to part the seas, and he ended up missing.
Indeed he did, and you know what? That actually might be a sign for Team ACP to push. They have 100% damage bonus, 100% pill bonus, and 82% health bonus, but the Charger is in the safe room right here, so the survivors are going to be forced forward. They're going to actually lock the Charger in the safe room. They managed to shoot an alarm car, and the Boomer did get a single boom right there with a proxy. Smoker's coming from outside as well. They know the Charger's in the safe room, and now they have to do a port as well, so now it's just a baiting game. Charger slams his head into the door, not going to get a whole lot right there. He's going to get shut down. That's going to be the healthcare professionals making the safe room for a first chapter score of 844. Swear to you, I mentioned that this was a nerfed system right here because it's ace mod, but if you have an 85% aggregate bonus, that's the kind of score you can still get. That's incredible.
That is very nice indeed. Only 100 bonus off of the actual max. So very well done by HCP. Well done to both teams, in fact. They've done very well on the first map. So let's see what they have in store for us for the next 4 maps. Because once again, this is going to be a best of 1, guys. It is going to be played completely on dead air. So
oh my god.
What?
89% tank. It's even later than the one that we saw earlier. That is the latest I've ever seen on this map. Period.
I think that might be the one where you actually have to step outside of the building because the distance stops ticking for a second.
Wow.
You might actually have to step outside the building front door.
That's
pretty late.
But everything that could possibly go wrong in terms of the survivors right here, they need to try to avoid. So the death charges, taking a lot of damage indoors, and then they have to kill the tank at the very end. So this is going to put an interesting amount of pressure on, because also, where is this tank going to spawn? Like, almost near the safe room? Like, in terms of the physical spawn?
Yeah, and then he has to worry about being juked up by the survivors if they're going to run all the way back to the roof, or if they're going to just run up to the second floor and then run back in front of him and just try and rush safe room. There's a lot of options here for this tank, but we'll just have to wait and see how each team decides to play. We are live here, though, with the second map of Dead Air. Once again, guys, thank you very much for joining us. You are watching the Bleed Out Tournament round number 7, the final round of the group stage, except for the tiebreakers, which will be taking place next week with the show match. And you're watching Team... Oh god, I had a burp. Element of Surprise take on Healthcare Professionals, both NA teams. That is going to make this a BO1. And we see Team Healthcare Professionals over on the Survivors. I cannot talk right now. It is just a massacre.
That was a mistake, because I think when they sacked that one, HCP just decided to blitz the entire choke. So maybe a mistake against another team like that who wasn't just going to say, okay, a quarter of the spawns are down, push the rest of the choke, might not have been as punished as it was right there, but that was a huge hit that they avoided. There is a witch up right now, though. Nice double charge going out as well, but the spitter is absolutely nowhere near that. The Charger does get 2 pounds anyway. That's a little bit of a counter right there, because HCP managed to get past that last choke without any kind of incident, but now they did just pay for it right there, and there still is this witch to contend with as well, with a hunter all over her as well. Purple is going to try to push up the stairwell here. He does get pounced. The witch is going to go out and slap him into the corner. That's going to be a full incap out into Purple, and right there, that pace the HCP tried to set, EOS just pushed back with force.
Yeah, that was very well done there by the hunter. The moment that he saw Purple going around the corner, he immediately started pouncing at him, and he was able to actually capture him as the witch was running in towards him, and then the witch, grabbing both swipes, will secure the in-cap on Lewis yet again. So Purple, once again, uncharacteristic place here. First Tool Tank only getting 1 hit, and now Purple actually being the first in-cap on his team, let alone taking an in-cap.
Right, I mean, in that witch play, I mean, it's hard because maybe you could draw her through the floor, but the SI were also up. Smoker going in is actually going to manage to grab a pull right there onto Zoe. Nice, another double charge going out on the HCP with a tri-boom to follow it up. This is a lot of damage right now pre-event. Like, if you look at it, I wasn't aware that Dusty was taking that much, but they've eaten 2 double charges with a spit onto a couple standing survivors, plus a full incap onto Purple. EOS playing very, very well on the infected side this chapter.
Yeah, they're actually doing incredibly well. Once again, look at the health spread damage on Team Healthcare Professionals. Dusty already dropped down to 42 HP. Purple on complete temporary from the previous incap down to 64 temp. Super 68 permanent, and then Bravo 71 permanent. Like, they are just eating damage left and right. Now Purple getting stumbled inside the spit from that jock spit, and then the boom stumble on top of it. Purple dropping down to 16 temporary HP. The damage bonus is getting annihilated right now. Now a Hunter Scratch going out onto him. Damage bonus down to 60%. Health bonus at 42%. They are eating damage right now hard.
And this is kind of what I mentioned where, like, okay, the tank's at 89%. That's a spectacle for two reasons. One, because it's so late, and two, because the survivors have a lot of stuff to get through before they get there. And if purple goes down right here, he's going to be black and white, but they're going to keep slamming into him and working on that damage bonus. They still have a huge amount of the map to go through before they even get close to that tank. And there's another really good hit for Team EOS right now. It's going to be a Charger, Smoker, Spitter, and a Jockey. Let's see exactly where they elect to use it, because now you've got purple bleeding, Dusty's slow. They're going to be out of pills by the time they traverse the event.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to be able to make this event with any pills left on them, their beings, unless there's a set of pills that they saw that we haven't yet. But yeah, Dusty and Purple, they're both going to need a set of pills here. Purple just from natural bleed out. Dusty's down the yellow. There's a Smoker pull out onto Purple in the front. The tongue does it cut, though. He kills off the Smoker, and it looks like they're going to hold the rest of this hit. They do have a Charger, Spitter, and a Jockey. Charger going in for Purple, does manage to whiff it. Jockey now all alone with Purple upstairs, playing a little bit of peekaboo here, trying to keep each other away from, Purple's trying to keep himself away from the Jockey, that is. And he will succeed in doing so. And his teammates will go ahead and reconvene with them. But Dusty gonna need to pop the last set of pills here. He's slow.
Yeah, I mean, that's really not the situation you want to be in if you're HCP, but that's gonna just, like, completely accelerate their pace, I would say. Not in a stupid way, but they know that they're going to be bleeding out before long with people going slow, and they still have, as I said before, a lot of the map to get through. There is half a hit kind of coming in here from Element of Surprise. The Smoker and Jockey are both pre-spawned in the back, and they have a Hunter in the spawn queue now as well, as that single boom continues to go in on the survivors. There is a plank here where they can be hung off the side, but it looks as though there's been an opt for the despawns aside from that Smoker trailing from behind. They could get a little bit of damage here as HCP are going inside. I think they're going to try to do that. Nice feat, though, by Super going out onto that Hunter. Jockey does have a survivor zoned in the back, and the Smoker's actually going to pull him through a little bit of spit, but he's smartly not committing those pills quite yet.
Yeah, Dusty doing a good job of self-clearing himself there from the Jockey and the Smoker, and holding on to that set of pills. Purple now picking up another set of pills up front.
Another one there, too.
Yeah, so they do have 3 sets on their beings right now, actually. Dusty almost pre-popping there, but he's going to actually probably hold on to them.
4.
Yeah, they got 4 now. So, all right, I take everything back. They're in an actual decent position to take this tank. If they go ahead and pre-pop on Dusty and probably Purple as well, they could easily take this tank. You know, put 5 hits on each and need by the tank to down him. But there's a boom going on the survivors inside of the office downstairs there. The nice sub boom out onto Super, and then of course Purple as well. And they'll just hold up here a little bit because the tank, it has not spawned as of yesterday. Once again, it's going to be at 89% of the way through the map in the hands of Hib. So it's going to be a very devastating tank, especially with the current condition of HCP.
And Dusty skied that Hunter on that last hit as well. They did a pretty good job of minimizing those pinners landing, which is what you kind of expect from a team of HCP's caliber. And the tank is up into the hands of Haxer Mode, aka Hib, as you mentioned, for Team Element of Surprise. Looks as though he almost wanted to just throw himself in right there if that boomer managed to land, but that boomer did get popped. Nice shutdown by Dusty. How about we take this over to the Team Healthcare Professional Survivor War, because we didn't get to one last chapter.
Let's do it.
Charge on you.
I think I'm about to check out.
I'm done.
Oh.
It's fine. Oh, I'm done now. That was aggressive. Kill his tank, he has nothing. Okay, that was my fault.
And we're back from that warm of
boy.
HCP. Purple knew the moment he messed up. He was like, oh, guys, I'm down. Tank grabbed that first punch right through the railing on the staircase and just sealed the deal. That was just written on the wall.
Now listen, we saw this earlier, right, between Yonim and Team Silencio Jockeys, where we saw a wipe come out in these offices. Hib played that absolutely perfect right there, and then his support, they went in really, really late because they let him get the second down as well. That was really important because then it was basically 4-on-2. You had like a 1.3k HP tank plus 3 SI, and they landed the double cap right there. This could be a huge chance for Element of Surprise to just, like, if they manage to kill that tank in that area without eating the double cap and without having someone get early cornered, which is what we've seen happen, like, uncharacteristically, I would say. Nice shutdown on that boomer as well. They could honestly take a pretty big lead in this chapter, and they just need to not eat as much damage beforehand as they can, because they know they have, what, 3 sets of pills to find in the map. It's a great opportunity for them. We see them trying to blitz the choke right here, and I think HCP were spawning up just to make a little bit of noise to stop them from blitzing too far forward, but again, that's both teams blowing the hit on the ladder right there.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic. Once again, you don't see a lot of teams actually opt to completely skip that fire escape there, as it can yield a lot of damage, especially when you do have a spitter. It really just spreads all around the fire escape, and any survivors on top of it are pretty much forced to either jump or just eat the spit damage, which is really rough to say the least. And then especially if a jockey latch on one of the survivors and drags them forward in the map, it can really spell an incap very quickly for one of those survivors. But they have come up on the witch. They're going to shoot her through the floor. And now Hib looking like he wants to go for the ground here. He does actually get stuck here, and the witch makes the way through the doorway. And there's a charge and Hunter going to work on Hib up front there. The witch grabs one punch, 2 punches on the lookalike. That's a charge inside the room as well. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, so pulled the witch through the floor. She came down the stairs. The person who had the shotgun, right, wasn't in the position to actually make the play because he was standing in the doorway and the SI grabbed him.
He was the only one with the shotgun. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. He was the one with the shotgun. He was not able to make play, and then Lucky Lock was an Uzi standing in the back. They thought the witch was going to get caught there, and that the person who had the shotgun was going to intercept her before he got pulled outside. We do have that hit getting beautifully shut down, aside from the spit damage and that quad boom. So I say beautifully shut down in terms of the 2 pinners dying. But that was really, like, I understood the theory behind it, but they took a lot of damage due to the fact the person with the shotgun got grabbed, taken outside, and couldn't kill that witch.
That is just incredibly unfortunate. That's a risky play, too. I don't even know why you would go for a play like that where the actual draw doesn't even have an actual shotgun. Especially when you're in such a tight quarter area like that and there's literally 4 SI still up. That's really putting all your eggs in pretty much one shotgun blast, or one shotgun basket, if you will.
Right.
But
right.
Regardless, Team EOS will go ahead and make the way outside now, staring at the event here as the dumpster does get lowered. Lucky Lock already on his first incap, as we saw him take that incap from the witch previously. Haxer mode, aka Hib, also on his first set of pills here, and we'll see the attack trying to make its way in here. Hunter making a little bit of a distraction there on the side of the survivors, trying to make them look at him instead of the smoker and charger up front. But the horde is still going on, so we're probably going to see just a bit of a stalemate for right now. But Boomer going in, lands a nice double boom. Hunter working his way in, does land a pounce out onto Lewis. Smoker looking for pull, tongue does get cut though, and it looks like they're going to be forced to just hold this once more.
Yeah, he's going to try for one more pull. He actually manages to get it right there, but now he is going to get picked. And that charger is pretty much just kind of left all alone up top right there, standing behind the radiator. The survivors know where he is, and Lucky Lock is moving his way across. I don't know if he has a melee weapon or not, but we're going to find out. Charger going in is going to get melted by those Uzis right there. Jockey managing to land below, does get the ledge hang, but no charger means that that's really not going to be that much of an issue. Boomer does manage to b-hop its way in, gets another double boom, making sure that doesn't proxy anyone off the ledge. It does not. And there's only a Hunter in the spawn queue right now for Team HCP, so this is a little bit sloppy. Nice pounce going out right there. But again, they have 2 sets of pills on their body right now, but they're going to find, like, what, 3 when they go later, and they still have a chance at killing that tank.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure there's actually 3 around that pill caravan area. But yeah, so we'll see Team Element Spies go and push their way into the office building right now. And as you mentioned, a lot of damage already going on to him. There's another charge, and the spit should go to the top of it. No, Hib actually pushes a spitter and kills it off before he can get the spit off. Nice heads up play by Hib, and that's going to save Francis from losing pretty much the rest of his HP and probably taking a second incap here. But Boomer coming from the background does land a double boom out onto Francis and Zoe, and that will allow the stars to continue the way through the map here, but with that horde in tow.
There you go. You already see them commit 2 of those pills that they just found. They still have 1 set on them. And now, honestly, the question here is, okay, you think you can kill the tank. Hunter's going to go in there trying to get something. He got shot already a little bit. He's down to orange HP, trying to land his way in, just trying to distract them. There's a charger, smoker, and a spitter still left. But the question that you have is, wait a minute, there's some separation going on up here. Charger is going to manage to catch Francis in the corner over there, but nice spit block going out originally by Hib, but then to get a little bit, but it's better to go out onto him than it is to Lucky Lock in that situation. A little bit of smoker damage as well. But the question is, okay, we think we can kill this tank. We're going to stay in the same area. How do we prevent from happening to us what happened to them, besides not playing aggressively enough to get punched through a railing?
Yeah, it's pretty rough, actually, and if they could just really shut down the boom, I have a feeling that would pretty much save them from wiping here. I think Tricap is not really all that effective in this area because it's pretty tight quarters, and Zaraus can really maneuver around here easier than SI for the most part. But yeah, if there is a boomer with this tank commit, shutting down that boomer is like the ultimate goal of the survivors.
Let's see if they can do that. There is a tank already up right here. Super taking almost 200 damage. Boomer's going to go in there, manages to land a single boom. Charter is going to get cleared right away. Super's rock is not going to land, and this is dangerous. Because all of them right now, I think, are like close to 2-punch territory, and that's actually going to be a rock landing on a Lucky Lock as well. I think we're going to be seeing Team Element Surprise maybe reciprocating right here and trying to push down for distance or something like that. That's indeed exactly what I think is going to happen. They're already baiting it out, trying to get Supra to work his way back up the stairs. They could still kill it, but they're in bad shape now.
Yeah, there's no way that they're actually gonna make it through here. Tank trying to grab a cheeky punch on the survivors through the floor. I do not believe that's possible. If that was, I would be highly upset at this map design. But no, they're not able to actually punch them through the floor. That won't stop Super from trying, though.
So let's see, if they space themselves out enough, they actually might be able to kill this tank, but that would be dependent on none of the other support landing, pretty much. Like, let's see, he's gonna go and he's gonna get absolutely Uzi in the face. They have 4 silenced Uzis, I would like to mention. Everyone's reloading. Now they're gonna refocus on him. He's down to 2,000 HP. Gonna get the second punch out there on the tool, and now the other support's gonna come in. Tank has a corner up there. We actually have one survivor pushing his way through. Hib is gonna be able to get outside almost. Trying to shut down that jockey, still working his way. I think the Smoker has a recharge. There's the M2 going out, but then the Smoker is going to get the pull. That's going to be a exactly 200-point spread between the two teams after the first 2 maps, so very close as we anticipated.
Yeah, that was actually really well played by both tanks on both halves, obviously, getting the wipes that their teams needed. And we're going to have a really close game. Literally 200 points separating the two teams going into map 3.
Yep. Now it's gonna. I think a lot of this now is gonna come down to tank spawn because, like, contingent on like not only where it spawns but how the teams elect to play it, and dependent on how the SI are gonna either go for like hittable wipes or something like that, or if it's like a safe room tank. It'll really depend. And you know what? For the wow, that's an 81% tank. And I was also gonna say for the 3rd time it's a late tank, but it's the 3rd time we've seen it be after 80% in the matches today at least, and that's gonna be like parking garage.
What is it, 81? Yeah, that's just over the plane wing, I believe.
That's going to be another really late tank. Like, this has been just the story of a lot of the matches recently, I guess, in terms of the ace mod removing a lot of the blocks like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure why they're ending up being so late, but I really don't mind it because it makes the survivors have to play much tighter earlier on in the maps, and it makes every hit that much more unforgiving if the survivors do end up eating it to their faces, because they're not going to have the health to actually pretty much reciprocate it when they get further on into the level. But regardless, the first stack here coming in, Hunter, Charger, Jockey, all working away, and beautiful level there by Francis on that Charger, though. Jockey's both being cleared off instantaneously, and even the Hunter that started being picked up off the ground very quickly. Spit having nothing to work with, and only about, what, 16 damage going on the survivors there?
16 in terms of probably a little bit of friendly fire, yeah, but that was a really, really nice level we saw coming out. The Spit wouldn't have spread in the safe room anyway, but okay. HCP have got their pace back a little bit here. Last map didn't go that well. Nice crown by Bravo, shutting down the Witch and the Hunter at the same time. He is going to get charged, and that was a beautiful clear onto that Charger. We do have a pull going out, but again, okay, this is more what we're used to in terms of HCP. Clearing everything, making the plays, and even Bravo nailing that Witch.
Yeah, that was actually really well played by him. First getting the Witch and then the Hunter right after with the next shot. And then his team right on top of him to help clear that Charger off him, helping him out for those big plays that he just delivered. And we will see Team HCP go ahead and make the way to the top of the scaffolding here. Going to go ahead and hold out in this area for the event. It should take around probably a minute and a half to actually go through all this horde. But first attack working its way in. It's going to be a Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, and well, Hunter is dead, and a Jockey. Double boom landing. Spit having enough to work with and actually fell down through the scaffolding. So that will be the entire attack over and done with, except for that Spit.
You're saving that a little bit because I don't know, if I'm HCP here, they know the tank is really, really late. They could probably afford to take a hit here and then push through. And then if you're the special infected, you're going to want to think, okay, what are the chances of us getting any kind of good damage up there on that scaffolding? And I think the SI might be electing to save. I'm looking at where that Charger wants to go. The Hunter is going to go in probably for a damage bounce right here. It's a Hunter, Spitter, Boomer, and a Charger for the hit. Hunter going for a DP, still bouncing around, and is not going to land. Managed to get tossed off the top right there. And now the Charger is actually going to spawn after that Boomer, but I think they're going to think better of this. They're actually running away right now. Bravo trying to get the pick on that Charger, but I think they most likely are going to be able to despawn, maybe? HCP want to push it?
Yeah, they should be able to despawn. Yeah, they got the despawn on the Charger. Yeah, and they could push this alleyway, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and opt to not do that. They must know that you can actually get despawn from literally right around the corner there. So they're going to go ahead and hold it for now. They are doing a good job blocking that Charger spawn up top there, so he's not able to get a spawn as of yet. They do have another Hunter, though. So this could be another 25 damage points incoming, though. Nice pull onto Francis, bringing him down below. Hunter getting stuck inside the wall there for a second. Nice spit charge going out onto the smoke survivor that was actually down the ground there.
Wow.
So Dusty gonna eat the damage, dropping from a high green all the way down to the low yellow, and he's gonna be forced to pop a set of pills to actually push with his team through this alleyway here.
And honestly, that's what they wanted. Like, even in the alleyway right there against a team like HCP, like, that's what you're looking for, to get somebody into bleed right there, committing a set of pills. Obviously, they found another set, however. There is another hit coming up. It might be up by the time the survivors are out of the alleyway, but it's going to be a Hunter Boomer jockeying the Smoker, and they might elect to send this while the survivors are still pushing out. Indeed, they are. Hunter gets obliterated, though. We do see the Smoker pole going out onto the cop car right there for a little bit more damage, jockeying M2 with a crowbar to the face, and that should be the extent of the damage, besides that double boom landing at the end.
Indeed, so it's going to slow down the survivors a little bit here as they have to fight their way through the horde to this next hit and the pill cabinet area as well, as they should be able to make it there before the next hit actually comes up all the way, as there is 10 seconds, now 9 seconds, now 8 seconds till the next hit. So let's see what the next hit holds in store for us. So far it's looking like it's going to be a Spitter Charger Jockey and a number 4 Spawn Smoker, so a lot of potential separation here, but they don't have that boom that you really want for an ace separation hit. But Jockey breaking out the door, Spitter spawning up, throws a spin in the back of the room. Jockey gonna go ahead and pounce his way actually out the other door, looking for Charger. Judge Light trying down to lose, that's inside the spit. He gets cleared instantaneously, but he's still in the spit. Purple taking out like 40 damage from that hit.
Yeah, that looked really, really bad, but you could tell what was kind of coming in terms of the pre-spit right there. And then the Charger just nails Purple, runs him back, and just, like, that's the reason why they had to commit that next set of pills. So they have 2 people bleeding out now. They have 4 sets of pills, though, and they have to go pretty far into the parking garage, I would say, for them to actually spawn this, if I'm not mistaken. They're supposedly at 68% right now, but this alarm car is something they also have to traverse, and I think they're going to be smart about it and take the long way around, get the spawn blocks, and then just try to weasel their way in.
This is very, very iffy because they actually, once again, have to go inside of the garage. It should be right ahead, though. They shouldn't have to go too far inside of it. But regardless, they have to make their way back outside, obviously, which is going to be right by the alarm car. If they hit that and the tank just drops down on them from above, it's pretty much GG. I mean, that's a tall order to fight off.
How
but yeah,
far in they have to go?
Yeah, that's right. They shot the car alarm. Dusty! No!
Oh, no. Well, okay, the tank's in the hands of Shady, a.k.a. Azula right here. The survivors are going to be able to make it back, it seems like, without a whole lot of resistance. The Charger's rushing to try to get a spawn inside. Still isn't quite going to get it, but it's an effectual quad boom right now. They might be able to outrun some of the horde, but I think the tank could honestly just push his way in right now with this horde still trailing in from behind. Like, that's an alarm car horde that is going to take a while to reach them, but, I mean, that's just not what you want to see. And he's actually not committing yet.
That's rough. I mean, you have this tri-cap though to work with. I would just push it. Indeed, he's gonna do just that. He has his makeshift horde from the boom, aka the car, and he's gonna make his way right towards the survivors with this tri-cap and the horde still trickling in. Looking for a corner on Zoe. Does find it, gets the first punch, grab the second. She does get far away though, so she will be able to pop that set of pills. I believe she did get charged there in the back there. There's a Jock out onto Francis. Actually, Zoe is clear from the charge. She actually didn't eat it, and that is a dead tank as well. That was killed quick.
Okay, so the problem with that was that by the time they got back, some of the horde had either despawned or been shot enough, and there were like 15 common maybe that pushed in with that tank. And then you had this open field setup, right? But it wasn't the right spawn for the open field, right? So they probably would have benefited from having like a smoker there or something like that, because when that Charger went in after that tank punch, the Charger actually didn't land. He like hit the wall and he didn't chest bump, but then he just like pretty much rattled Zoe instead of actually pinning her. And HCP managed to turn a freaking horrible situation into something where they didn't even take an in cap from the tank. Nice boomer pop as well.
Yes, very nice indeed. And that's going to be, once again, the tank taken down there by Team HCP. Smoker looking for a pull here. They got to know the car alarm isn't going to be alarmed again, but the smoke gets shut down anyway. Hunter trying to make his way up, but gets blown out of there by Bravo, and that will be the Hunter dealt with. The attack pretty much demolished except for the Spitter and Jockey, and they're going to be able to move their way through the map here. They're probably going to pop that set bills on Dusty. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, they're waiting for really no reason right now.
So they still have a pretty darn good bonus. It's over 500 points. And at this point, if you're EOS, okay, you're thinking, okay, our survivor can reciprocate that. But even just one kind of good hit right here that damages the damage bonus even more would be probably beneficial. So we have a Charger, Spitter, Jockey, and a Smoker, and the Charger's going to come up from down below, managing to actually hit the wall right there. Jockey getting M2'd, and I think that was a little case of a little bit too much excitement from the Special Infected team. They could have waited a little bit longer. Jockey manages to land, but there's nothing really to follow it up. Smoker's going to go in there trying to land as well. Charger going in and not going to land, and just a little bit of spit damage. I think if they had waited just a little bit longer, that would have gone better, but HCP still have a very nice bonus for this map.
Yeah, they're going to be well over 500 when they walk into safe from there. At a 522 right now, no SI up. If they take 20 damage worth of friendly fire, I'm just going to lose my freaking head. But they're going to go ahead and make their way into the safe and close that door, and they will make it with a hearty health bonus. That is very nice. A 520 to add to their grand total. So after map 3, we will see healthcare professionals sitting at a grand total score of 2466 to the 1146 of EOS. And now we have to see if Elemental Surprise can actually, once again, reciprocate the damage here that has been done to the health bonus Delta.
Right, and I mean, in order to keep pace right here, they would have to score around that. They're down just around 1,300 points right now, a little bit more, 1,320. And in a situation like that where the alarm card goes off, that tank hesitated a little bit. I think they were probably debating whether or not for him to go in or not, but by the time they waited, most of that horde was dead. So by the time he hit the ground, it was kind of a moot point. And again, the way to stop that from happening, I would say, is, and I don't know if you'd like want to be bleeding while this is happening or not, but if they actually want to shoot the alarm car and then spawn the tank, this is a situation now where, okay, you're fighting for the seeding, you're fighting for essentially North American supremacy. Why not? Like, that's the problem now, where it's like, there are a whole bunch of things that could go wrong, but there's also a whole bunch of things Elemental Surprise could do. So it's going to come down to, like, again, taking that event without a whole lot of damage, and then knowing the right time to push and do that other kind of stuff. They can't really afford a mistake.
Yeah, this is, once again, if they let EOS into the safe room with a massive health bonus, which is very doable for Elemental Surprise at this point in time, yeah, that's definitely going to be on them, obviously. There's no one else that they can really blame. And, you know, it's pretty much their lead to blow right now because this is a very long map. Yet again, EOS is going to be in the same boat that HCP was. They have to really negate as much damage from these early on hits as they can. And, you know, just try and make it to the tank with some good standing health bonus to work with. Because it's not the hardest tank to kill off. But, once again, if you turn into a bleed tank, that tank can do a lot of work.
It really can. The first hit from the healthcare professionals is going in right now. We have that Hunter going in. Magnum Lane in the corner. Charger Magnum Lane against the dumpster right there as well, with a spit going down on top of that. Off that first hit onto Tool. Again, Ace Mod spit, so not a whole lot of damage going out. But again, it's good to see the pinners landing in sequence, plus the capitalization. There really shouldn't be anything up for this Witch right here. Let's see who elects to take
they
it.
have all Uzis. Yeah, there's nothing that they can actually do right now with this Witch unless they get it.
No!
Oh my god, someone shot it! Actually, Hibbs,
yeah,
Hibbs actually going to go ahead and shoot in the back as it climbs up. Smoke looking for a pull in the back, not going to find it. Hunter also spawned up here looking for a bit of an interception there on the Smoke. Actually, go ahead and take the Smoker's target. And now the Jockey Boomer looking for something. Boomer finds nothing. Jockey railed down by Lewis. And that will be also the... Yeah, that was actually really nicely done. That was a heads-up play by them to actually make the Witch climb up and then lower down in the back pretty much.
This is also really, really interesting because I think they actually did just grab one shotgun. But as we mentioned before, not very typical of the North American scene to see this many. And you know what I think they did? I think they left their Uzi back there to conserve the ammo for that eventually or something. They're 2-2 right now, but seeing EOS run a 4 Uzi setup is actually really interesting to me. There's a Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and a Spitter here. 14 healthcare professionals next hit. Hunter going in from the top of this building, trying to land the skyward. DP managing to land it onto Lucky Lock right there. 17 damage going out. Jockey is going to get killed, and that Charger's trying to use the spawn, but he's not getting it so far.
Yeah, that Charger is going to have a very rough time. Yeah, he's up on top of the girder there. Yeah. That's going to happen. And actually, we see Bill pushing forward here. The rest of his team not flying as just yet, but they are now making the way through the alleyway slowly but surely. Yeah, this is really late into the spawn rotation. You have to go immediately after attack gets thrown. And especially with 2 SIs still up, that's a very risky call to make. There goes Francis, though, eating a punch to his ankles there as he climbed up the ladder. Boomer grabbing a triple, I believe that was. Indeed it was. And this Hunter going to go ahead and pounce around here for a little bit. But the Stars looking like they're going to push to the alleyway. Yeah, they're gonna make their way through the alley here, but they're gonna make it just as the spawns come back up. Hunter looking for a bit of a distraction in the back, does land the pounce on Francis, and that should enable 2 of his spawns to actually have their actual spawns up for this alley.
They're gonna try it. Smoker going out in the back, managing to land. Charger's coming back in as well. He did get hit once and then does get cleared, and there is no spitter to maximize this. Jockey's running around in the front. Smoker does get cleared. Just a little bit more damage from that charge landing momentarily onto Hib. But again, this is pretty good right now for Team Element of Surprise. It's gonna come down to that tank setup and how they decide to fight it.
Indeed, yet again, they are only 400 points down coming into this third map. So it's not like they're down by an enormous amount or anything. There's still 2 maps left to play. If they could just match the health bonus of HCP when they walk inside the safe room, you know, assuming they beat the tank here and make their way to the actual safe room. If they could just match it with like a 500 health bonus, I mean, that's the most you can ask for. But that was because Boomer getting popped. Spitter is the only thing that gets
Beautiful
anywhere
shutdown.
close to survivors. And that's just a bit of a delay.
Honestly, that was a beautiful shutdown right there from Element of Surprise. And because they're not going to eat a charge spit in this room, at least not right now, they can probably save one of the pills in that cabinet. And you know what? I think they just picked up more Suzy ammo as well, so this is going to be good for them. And again, if they can hold out that alarm car horde, which is something that I think they might do, circle all the way around to the right, sit in the back near the baggage, and just shoot the car and kill all the common, avoid it for the run back. That's what I would do. Let's see if they decide to do the same thing. It's going to be a Charter Smoker, Spitter, and a Jockey for the next hit from HCP.
Yeah, and this is going to be a pretty big hit for them. I don't think they're going to throw it in before the tank spawns up, though, because this is one of those hits that you can definitely do work with at the car. And let's see if they can actually make it happen, though, because it's a tall order. Once again, very high-skilled teams and players in this server. So I don't expect any Capo to really have a chance here at the car, especially since survivors know what they're going to be aiming for pretty much. But let's see what ends up happening here as they do make their way over the airplane wing, slowly but surely clearing out all the common. They know that tank pretty much spawns right past the white van inside the garage. So pretty much once it spawns, it's like, all right, hightail it out of here.
Yeah, they are either going to try to kite around to the left side. They're getting a horde baiting timer right here. And this is going to be interesting. Like I said, Charter Smoker, Spitter, Jockey. We know the tank's going to be Bravo, so that's going to be the Jockey. This is what I expected them to do. We do have that Jockey going in right there. Smoker trying to get a separation pull as well. Charter's going to land on the Lucky Lock in the corner over there. Spit is trying to land on that and barely clips him right there. And now the survivors do have the opportunity to just kind of work their way back around. They're a little bit split right now. There is no hit to capitalize on that. And they are going to go... Where are they going to go? I think they're debating whether they want to go to the room or stay outside, and that's actually causing them to be extremely split right now once again. I mentioned it because there still aren't spawns up, but they're really not in a... They're trying to decide whether they want to go in the room or stay outside.
Yeah, that's pretty much where they are right now as a team. EOS, though, they are opting now to stay outside. Boomer getting popped immediately by Lucky Lock. Beautiful shutdown by him. Other 3 SI will be a Hunter, Charger, and a Jockey. And Charter working with him, misses the charge. Hunter latching onto Francis. They're going to pin him on his back. Jockey looking for a latch onto Lucky Lock. Changes target over to Francis, and that allows the Charger to get 1 punch on top of him as well. But that will be the horde finally done with from the alarm car. But both Hib and Tool dropping down into the yellow. Lucky Lock as well, taking around 30 damage from that earlier on charge spit, I believe it was. So very well played damage there by HCP, and they will be able to set the tank off now. But that was a lot of damage to say the least for those hits.
Indeed it was, and the tank is up into the hands of Bravo, and you can just kind of jump outside right here as we're seeing him do, and Azula didn't do that. But I think as EOS make their way back in through here, they can probably get ammo and pills in time, because Bravo is playing with his 1 car over here, and we do have a pause actually coming out from Team Element Surprise.
That was some interesting hittable control there by Bravo.
Bravo, yeah.
Don't laugh. Stop.
Him debating what he's going to do currently. Alright, Super has a little bit of speculation right here. I'm not entirely sure. We will be sending this over to a healthcare professional's worm as soon as this pause unsticks itself. Alright guys, we're going to do this inside or outside? Whose tank is it, guys? Check. Sorry, I'm just narrating whatever happens to Super. Can you mute Super? I really don't have... You know, the
I don't have admin either, I think, on here.
I think Hib does.
Oh, God.
So, there's that. But... honestly, they have the ability, I would say, because they have 2 people bleeding. If they L West the tank correctly, they can take this outside. Like, that's really all it comes down to. No rocks landing, shut down at least... Him said he has to go get his... What?
I guess get his laptop. Is he going to play on his laptop? I'm confused. But yeah, so we'll have to see if this tank can actually get his hitables. Then 3 hittables in that area can be pretty devastating, especially depending on how you actually place them. The only real trouble is a lot of tanks end up hitting the hittables over the fence, but like before they even get down to the ground level because you're at such a high elevation on top of the roof.
Supra. Okay, we're live. I'm just gonna ignore everything he just said. The survivors are gonna push their way outside while they take a hit right here. Nice double cap going out, and the hunter got an 18 damage pounce off that as well. Let's take it over to a team healthcare professional, special infected worm for the tank in the hands of Bravo as he makes his way to the roof.
Is it the chase?
So yeah, maybe. Oh no.
No.
Oh, they're gonna take it in that room.
Yes, this is okay.
What in the
One guy's
actual
running alley. They're
fucking
trying to
rip-
AI you.
Yes,
all the
you're
way in the
gonna
alley.
hit in
Yeah.
that fucking alleyway.
I'm ready, dogs.
Yeah.
You should get close.
You're
Nice,
doing
they're
this
Two
split.
in there.
One more on him?
One more.
Down, behind you.
They're all gonna rush in after you.
2 more. 1 more. Nice. What was that?
Play of the game.
Dude, I
Play
can't believe I got
of
that
the
fucking.
And we are back from that war room. Purple just started saying, play of the game.
Why did I even listen to him? JD asking?
Oh my
Well-
god.
Well, guys, I am just chilling out right now. Looking at my computer, asking myself, what exactly did I expect from that tank fight? And the answer was that. It was totally for them to try to AI the tank, run back, get double charged in the hallway, and then get wiped because they... Yeah.
In all honesty, I thought the room wasn't a bad idea. There's not any real spawns to the outside to work with.
And then you
kinda,
saw
they're
them-
kind of, yeah,
yeah.
then when they start going back to the alley, I'm like, oh, you're
That's
too late
what
to
I-
that one.
That's what I knew was happening. And yeah, so okay.
Yeah.
That happened, and the score is now 2,466 to 1,581 in favor of healthcare professionals. There's a 26% tank, so if Team Element Surprise wipes right here, then they could probably make up that score delta. But we talked about making mistakes versus teams and what not to do, and that was one of the ones that was one of the ones that you really can't afford to have happen. And Bravo now saying, "Don't lie to me, Hector. What was that pause for? Talking over the big game strats." I honestly don't know if that was the right like conglomeration to go with, but
The laptop didn't work.
he said he wanted to drink water. So, there's that.
So laptop's keyword. Or,
Vitamin water.
Laptop is keyword. I get it.
Yeah, it is. So okay, we're live. HCP's on the survivor side. We're okay. Everything is fine. Everything is totally fine. And again, 26% tank. First hit's going to be a jockey, a smoker, a spitter, and a charger. Let's see if they elect to send it after the survivor decides to leave the safe room.
I assume they will. They're going to wait for that backed person to kind of come a little bit more forward. They probably want to hit on the tail end of it. There goes a charger coming in from the back along with the smoker. Smoker's not going to get broken. Charger whiffs and hits the wall. And jockey as well being shut down. Spitter having nothing to work with. But actually, Dusty and Bravo both sitting in the spit for quite a bit of damage. 28 damage come out from Lucky Lock, who was the spitter. And tank will be up here. So an early tank. This is like the godsend for EOS right now. If they can get this wipe with this tank and then make safe room with a little bit of health bonus, that's pretty much the entire Delta gone. But it starts here. They have to get a wipe here with this tank. It's in the hands of Lucky Lock, and HCP taking it in a pretty good area.
Yeah, this is pretty good, I'd say, in the side room. I really am not a fan of the room at the end of the hallway that they're shooting at right now, and this could go pretty well for them. Smoker is going to sack himself as well. How about we take it over to a HCP Survivor Worm then and see how they play it?
Let's do it.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's coming back. Oh, he's running inside. No, super.
Alright, pay attention.
Why are you
This tank is up. It's gonna come in soon.
He's
in the back.
He's behind you. Could run forward.
No.
That'd be bad.
Kill tank. Let's go for in.
Tank's lit. On you, Bravo. Dead.
Good job.
And we're back from that war room of HCP. A little bit of a comedic war room there at the very end as they realized that the tank had pretty much nothing else going for him. And we'll see Lewis actually go ahead and do a little bit of a shortcut here in the map. He knows the tank broke down that wall, so he'll go ahead and make use of it for himself and his own pathing. And yeah, very well played tank there by HCP. And unfortunately, not really any SI support there for that tank.
Yeah, that boomer, when he broke through the wall, I thought he was going to get like a quad. That probably would have been a wipe, but he only got a single. So that was essentially something they could easily deal with. We do have a smoker pull going out right here. Nice triple boom landing. Jockey trying to get much of anything, but HCP are able to back up into the room and avoid any of that noxious acid. That is going to be them two on that Jockey as well. HCP are in a really good position right now. Again, we talk about turning points. I would say last chapter was probably it. And that's pretty typical of Dead Air in my opinion, because map 3, we saw that be the case earlier today in the Silencio Jockey's game as well. And, like, this is a situation now where HCP, especially because there's no event at the end, can kind of just steamroll this map.
Yeah, there's not much really staying between them and the safe room as it stands right now. Even though they're only about halfway through the map, they have a pretty clear route as it stands, actually. But they will have a couple more SI attacks to deal with there. Smoke going for a pull onto Francis. Tongue does get clear right away. Hunter not finding anything, obliterated out of there. Spit goes for a bit of a delay. And it's really all they can do right now to HCP is just delay them from the inevitable, it seems.
Yeah, Bravo is pushing. He knows the spawns are down. There might be something up here to cap him in a second, but he's going to keep going. It's just a Jockey in the spawn queue, and again, HCP now are just motoring their way through this map. This is exactly what I meant by the steamroll, like, potential of a team like this. And Smoker, Jockey, Charger, Boomer could very well be, like, the last hit a Team Element Surprise is going to get right here. And there's still so much bonus, so much health, so many pills for healthcare professionals. We do have a pull going out in the bottom right there, but that Charger got obliterated by Purple as he was jumping off that escalator. Everything beautifully shut down. And Kissme, it looks as though HCP have just got this in their corner at this point.
Yeah, I don't see any way of EOS taking away this health bonus that they're sitting at right now. I'm afraid to hit my health bonus button, but I'm going to. A 636 as it stands right now.
Oh my god.
This is going to skyrocket them up to pretty much 3.5k, a little bit over that, in fact. And HCP will go ahead and way outside the safe room for this last hit. Nice double charge actually outside the safe room. That's going to be 2-capper landing with the Hunter actually latching onto Lewis here in a second. No! Oh, he almost got meleeed. He almost got killed off there, but the Hunter does manage to re-latch. But that's a lot of damage going after the health bonus, actually. Very nice last hit. See, and that's what happens when you get a little bit too cocky. Super and Bravo sitting outside the safe room, and what did they lose? Like 300 bonus? Oh no, they lost 120. So it wasn't too bad, but still, that's like, you know, a sixth of their actual total that they had.
Still though, I mean, at that point, they knew that they pretty much shut down that tank. They know they were able to get to the safe room with a massive health bonus. And now, EOS are gonna have to match that, get an early wipe on finale, and then also make it to pretty much win this game. Again, it's not like it's an elimination game yet, but we could see this rematch potentially in the finals, and it's really a point of, like, not just bragging rights, but also seeding. And we do have a purple tank to contend with, so let's see. Spitter, Jockey, Charger, and Smoker for the first hit from HCP. EOS on the survivor side right here, trying to do their best to block the spawns, but again, we've known which way the momentum has been riding. We do have that Smoker getting a pull in the front, Jockey landing as well, Charger trying to go for the survivor in the safe room, a little bit of Jockey damage, and the Spitter actually has not yet spit. He is going to now, and that's going to be the way.
And indeed, it will stop EOS from hitting that tank just as of yet, or right away, I should say. And yeah, they're gonna go ahead and push their way into the hallway. It should spawn right at the end of that. Yeah, there we go. So tank will be up now, and it's going to be in the hands of Purple, the if I do say so, legendary tank himself. And yeah, if he doesn't wipe, I don't expect him to wipe unless he has good SI support here, though. It's a pretty rough area.
Yeah, I would say with that stack, they're probably just going to try to get a room tri-cap. How do we take it over to a healthcare professional, special infected worm, and here Dr. Purple play his tank.
Let's do it.
You should go through all this instead of from there.
Yeah.
Last.
Before watching this, make sure you have some oil because sheet is about to get slippery. Kim Kardashian.
Going in, dog!
Kim was born in 1980. 1980 was the same year that the game Pac-Man was released.
No!
Pac-Man rhymes with garbage can. Can. Chan. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is Chinese. The Chinese invented the compass. A compass contains directions.
Well, I'm
North,
going AI,
east,
boys.
south, and west.
Fucking
North is the
noob.
name of Kim
I'm not going
Kardashian's
AI.
child. Doesn't this seem a little bit suspicious? I thought so. But wait. Isn't that? I knew it. The direction west is the same as the last name of Kim Kardashian's husband, Kanye West.
Oh, missing pumpkins.
That must
like
mean
a
that their
noob.
child is named Northwest. But why Northwest? Is this some type of hidden message that the Illuminati is trying to use to throw us off guard?
West, west.
I don't know.
West, west, west.
Hold up. Isn't Kim Kardashian pregnant again? I knew it. But what will she name her baby this time? Southwest or East-West? Neither. Her baby will be named West-West. You know why? No? Well, let me explain. Kanye West's last name is West. The opposite of West is East. The opposite of East is West. Northwest is the name of their current child, so Northwest won't be available for their second child's name, and all the other directions would make no sense because West contains two Wests and Kanye West is another West, so West plus West is three Wests. There is three sides on the Illuminati, so Kim Kardashian is Illuminati confirmed.
Confirm.
Fucking ending!
Oh my god. Well, yeah. Have we gotten everything we've wanted out of this game so far? I know I have. No, I definitely have. And
I can't believe they wiped during that. What the hell?
I would like to mention, like, from an analytic point of view, he was at 5% rage, and then he ran in, and he managed to push them forward into a bunch of common that were waiting down there that they couldn't clear. That's why that wiped. But that's the technical reason why it wiped. The actual reason why it wiped is because of what they were playing in War. Guess where we're going, Kissme? We have this tank up in the hands of him. Purple's alone down below. There are 3 survivors up top, separated by spit. Let's go to an HCP war room.
Server? Server? Hello?
Server's fine, it's just yeah.
He's like on the right. It's on the plane.
I killed him the common back here. Ooh, he's in? He's in.
Yeah, he's below the plane. He's on the side of the plane. He's in. Oh, I got pulled.
Oh no, I got flagged.
And we're back from the war room of HCP. Nice tank there by him, pushing out quite a bit of damage out on to Team 8 healthcare professionals. Will not be the wipe though, and the witch is currently being drawn here by the Uzi of Bill. And I don't know, she actually has a path up to him, but he actually does manage to kill her before she gets up to him.
All right, so yeah, HCP are in a really yeah. The west part was yeah, west. Like I said, we still have a couple opportunities to send it back there. I'm sure they're gonna cue something else quite entertaining. We do have a charter managing land right there. Hunter trying to land inside as well, not going to work. There's the double cap, however, with that pounce into spit, and that's a good amount of damage on to Bravo. Again, right now it's almost a foregone conclusion that Team HCP are going to take this game, which is going to put them to 6-1, tying them with Silencio jockeys, and whoever has better resistance will be the second seed in the tournament. It also pretty much means that Team Element Surprise is going to probably be your 4th seed in the elimination rounds. Where in the name of God are they going?
I don't know, but I'm actually interested. It looks like they're going to go back to where actually they fought the tank.
Alright, I like it. And then one's on top of the plane wing. There's a Hunter going for scratches down there. I actually like this positioning right here. It's interesting because there's really not a huge amount of things that could happen to them that are bad in terms of spawns because almost everything's blocked. And Bill up top right there, it's going to be hard to get anything on him besides like a smoker. Boomer's going to spawn and gets popped. Smoker Charger and another spawn coming into queue soon for the next different element of surprise.
Indeed. So HCP, as they stand right now, sitting at a health bonus of 905. Not a bad health bonus at all. And there is one more tank standing in the way. Bill just jumped off. What? Bravo!
Oh no, oh no, oh no, not like this. Please, not like this. Bravo decided to... Well, yeah. Bravo decided to jump off, and now they're not picking him up quite yet. I think they're just kind of standing around him. Oh no. Now they're going to probably start picking him up. They probably wanted to kill more combo or something like that, and Super staying in the arms of an angel. Bravo skydiving off of that.
Thank God I got on replay, though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that was another interesting. This match turned from being like really close to into whatever it is that we're watching right now.
A classic. I don't know what's wrong, Rose.
I agree, it is completely classic. This jockey spawning up, making some noise. Charger, Boomer, and a Smoker for the rest. They have 400 more points about until the second tank spawns. Charger spawning in the front right here. Jockey's making its way in, trying to win, gets M2, Boomer gets a single boom. We do have a pull onto Bravo, but he does manage to clear himself, and the Charger is going to run away until Bravo is running out with a guitar and manages to hit in the face enough before getting punched.
And indeed, so there's another Charger shut down. 784 health bonus left on healthcare professionals. And the door is just closing here for EOS slowly but surely. They're currently standing at a huge deficit of 2,200 points. And as that stands, I think they can still win, but they basically just tie at this point. As the distance just keeps ticking up, they're losing hope.
Oh, spit going out into Bravo right there, and he actually gets to stay on the side. He's actually hung in midair by the column and gets incapped again.
Let's go watch this again in instant replay because I actually missed that entirely.
I saw it, dude. He got hit by a spit, and then he got hung by a common, and then he fell and incapped himself.
Man, I feel like crap.
Like, that was a thing of beauty right there. Again, and Bravo's going back. He's going back to that spot, and he's got his Uzi and his guitar, and he's just gonna chill on top of that plane wing. Hunter, Spitter, Jockey, and a Charger for the rest. And I mean, yeah, at this point it's working because it's funneling mostly everything at him, and he's just incapping himself again every other hit. Nice yeet by Dusty onto hit with that Uzi as well.
Indeed, and let's go in first person, some Bravo action here as he is black and white again. So at least we can see some pretty, we can actually see pretty easily since he's black and white. But let's see how he takes his next incap. What will the result be? Spit does miss, so it's not going to force him off the edge of the airplane. Or the airplane wing, I should say. But his I can feel his end. It's coming close. It's impending.
Here comes the Smoker. He's gonna go for the pull. Imagine to get it, and the Charger is going to miss. Bravo lost about half of his HP right there. We do have a tank up into the hands of Shady for Team Element of Surprise, and I expect ATP to play this pretty aggressively, except for Bravo, who just jumped off and killed himself.
Good thing I just stopped watching. Because I saw him look at the edge of the wing. I'm like, he's not going to. But no, nope, sure enough.
Dead. Bravo's dead. Super level to Charger. And Bravo's saying, so... I don't know. I don't know why exactly they had him do that. But now we also have Supra dancing around a hittable right here, trying to jump on top of it. I don't know exactly what's turned HCP into, like, nihilists at this point. But they're doing a pretty good job of killing themselves.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure they've realized that they've won the game, so the points really don't matter anymore to them. They pretty much secured a top 3 spot in the top 16 moving into next week, and well, moving into the top 16, I should say, because it's not for another 2 weeks. But Stars are going to go ahead and back up here. It looks like they're doing a bit of FF to each other at this point. So HCP pretty much throwing carrot to the wind.
Indeed they are. We have a Smoker pull going out. Madden went on to Supra. They are eventually going to clear it, I think. Rock going in, looking for purple, not going to land. There's the clear onto Supra. Shady still has first pass 35%, and he's getting chipped a little bit by Dusty right now, but there should be a couple things trying to spawn him in a second. The Surfing his way around the wings right here, trying to get Dusty on that turnaround. Charger's going in, not going to he's running right into a Hittable though. Hittable's going to go and he's going to juke to Hittable around the baggage piles right here. Tank moving back for his Hittable, whipping it back across, but Dusty having none of it. Still going mano a mano with this tank. Pounce is going to land on the purple right there, but again, Dusty is just going for it. There's a double boom going out as well. Dusty saying, you know what, Bravo decided to jump off, but I am not going home without killing this tank.
Yeah, they're going to go home with this tank's dead corpse behind the airplane, and he's down to 2,000 HP. Supra has really no HP left to his name right now, down to 7%. He is bleeding out as well. This jockey trying to spawn up and help this tank out with this cap out on Lewis. Jockey getting shot down, though, does eventually rock onto Dusty. Gonna put him actually slow now, as he does drop to 39 HP, so he's going to be limping along here. Another rock thrown, beautiful curve there behind the back by the tank, once again in the hands of Shady Azula. And that will be a Hunter launching out onto Lewis. Supra is still at 1 HP. I think he's ghosting around the map, though, so we can't see him right now. And then, obviously, the last survivor being played by Purple, that being Francis as well, around 50 HP. He gets charged. That's going to be in cap onto him. Dusty found... No, Dusty didn't find a sled pills. Dusty's in cap and bleeding out Purple right now. And Supra... Oh, wait, he just saw Supra. Does he know? Oh, he knows now.
Okay, so the tank has, what, 1,048 right here? And they are going to get the revive onto Dusty. Hittable flying into the air right there, and Supra is not going to get hit. Really, really close to the fires that are burning inside of his soul right there. I thought that was... What is going on? Why did that Hunter do that? There must be an infected ladder right there. That was really, really weird. It was almost an M2. The Hunter gets the in-cap onto Purple, and Dusty is the last person up. He has a mounted gun. Rock doesn't land. Double Boom does. Lucky Lock asking if he M2'd him. I really don't know what that... It was the ladder. It had to be the ladder. Or the fence. Like, that was really, really weird.
Team, I can't fix the HUD. I'm sorry. The health bonus still says 1160 out of 1400. Does it for you too?
I don't believe so.
Where it says survivors, it says 1.survivors. HP.
HP, yeah, that's the HUD broken.
It's at 1160.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not me, it's server side, guys. I can't fix the server.
No, we cannot, but that's going to be HCP reaching 4,084 points as that tank does just die right there. Dusty almost got the kill onto that tank. Dusty did 79% damage to that tank, yo.
I believe it. He was literally standing there with an Uzi just railing his entire clip worth of ammo into the tank over and over again. And, yeah, I definitely believe that.
Alright, so we're going to send this over to one final HCP war room. And let's do that actually, like, as the survivors poke their heads out right here. Let's send it over now.
Okay.
Before watching this, make sure you have a napkin because sheet is about to get greasy. KFC.
Greasy.
KFC is red. Do you know what else is red? That is right, the color red. Red has 3 letters. KFC also has 3 letters. 3 times 3 is 9.
Who's gonna make the video
7,
last 10
8, 9.
seconds long?
Therefore, we are left with 7, 2, 8, 9.
Super, you're not supposed
There
to
is
do
7
this.
days in a week.
Wrong thing.
Week. Week rhymes with the word beak. Beak. Chickens have beak.
Super didn't last long enough. It's over. the video is too long. There's not enough tank footage, but yeah, that was the HCP Worm, the final one for the map, and HCP making everyone know that that was Super's tank. But they're gonna actually avoid the witch here, EOS.
Indeed they are, and Shady asking in the team chat right there who the bot tank was. Let's see exactly now, like, how many points EOS can get. Again, it's mathematically impossible. They could make it really, really close, depending on where they decide to hold out as well. Jockey, Charger, Hunter, and a Spitter for the next hit from Team Healthcare Professionals. Let's see. And Spit's going to go in, not going to land much of anything. And it's going to be interesting now because the Charger's going to go in, does get taken out. Jockey manages to land. Hunter's going in as well. And the reason I say it's interesting is because they could take it in the same spot, but I don't think they're going to.
I mean, there's quite a few spots that we see teams actually take this map finale. Not too many teams go back in this area over there where we saw HB going. Now EOS are also replicating this area. But another tackle going to make the win. Smoker misses the pull out on the front, trying to pull Francis back away from the rest of the survivors. And they will go ahead and pass a pill over to Tool. I'm not even too sure where the original set of pills went. But regardless, Boomer Proxy on Lewis. Charger gets, I believe, 2 punches out onto him before dying off. And then that spitter will also have nothing to work with. Throwing that spit down there just for the hell of it. And that will be the attack over and done with.
Shouting out, just waiting for those points to tick up. Honestly, I feel like Element of Surprise probably could have won the game, but again, map 3 was that turning point when they made that decision to try to go back to the safe room. Map 4 was a little bit different, I would say, because like it was already a little bit out of reach for them. But at the same point in time, we do have that jockey getting cleared. Boomer, Hunter, and Charger working their way around. Hunter managing to land. Like, you could have expected maybe a quasi-wipe on map 4 right there, but they would have had to do to ATP what ATP did to them and not the other way around.
Yeah, there wasn't really much hope, as you just mentioned. Right after map 3, just the score delta that opened up after that map, it was kind of daunting, but it was still possible. But map 4, that was definitely the nail in the coffin. The moment that wipe didn't come out for EOS, like we said, they need the wipe. They need to start the comeback right then and there, and they just couldn't get it going. And HTP was just a dominant force through and through, round after round. And, you know, they definitely deserve this win. And once again, they'll be moving up to a record of 6-1 after this match is all said and done. Pretty much confirmed at this point that they've won. So congratulations to them. And they will be either second or third seed in the not grand finals, but in the top 16.
Going bracket, yeah. Yeah. Hunter going in and trying to get some scratches right there. And that'll honestly depend. There are still a couple games that we have tomorrow to figure it out, but the top 4 seeds right there are going to be the ones to keep the eye on as well. Like, especially, there are definitely upsets that could occur, but at the same point in time, you know, over consistency of the tournament and everything like that, ACP, Serenity, Element of Surprise, and Silencio jockeys as well. And like I said, whenever they play against each other, it's been really, really fantastically entertaining game.
Yeah, they've had some just amazing series, and you know, I really look forward to what the brackets bring, because that's when, you know, all these teams are just going to be putting in even more hours than they have already, and trying to really just bring everything as tight as they could for the, you know, what could be their possible last game. Because if you get knocked down in the low bracket, that's right then and there. That could be your last game. And if you let it slip because you know weren't close enough together, or you know your team cohesion just was off for a fraction of a second, it can be really, you know, daunting, and it can be a real letdown as well.
FHP Half-Life. Oh my goodness, he's mentioning that 3. So okay, basically what he's saying is that because all the survivors are basically, look at that damage spread. He's right.
They're actually really close. 42, 44, 51, and 45.
Angle has 3 sides. We do have a jockey bouncing on here, and the tank, final tank of the game, is going to be up to Team ATP into the hands of Bravo. Let's take it over to a final now ATP War Room and see what they do.
You're just trying to let Les freaking play his music. I'm not letting you do it.
No,
we're not going to an ATP War, but we're keeping it here. No, yes he is.
You should go over there.
No, we're staying. No, Les. No, Les. No.
Music.
Yes, he is. No,
No,
Les.
he's not. Come on. Do it for the viewers.
No,
They wanna
Les.
know what
No.
was going on there.
No, because this tank's not going to last long enough. It's
The
Bravo. It's not going to last.
He's gonna last? Are you kidding me?
No.
Yes. Come on. Okay, maybe not actually. He's down to 3k HP.
He's
and
dead.
He's absolutely getting pushed to shit. Never mind. As we were sitting here debating the merits of whether or not Rush should be a professional DJ, Bravo is down to 1400 HP, and this is actually gonna be a really, really close game. Like, he's down to 300. The Hunter just went in. 174, almost landing that hittable. Hittable going in again. And actually, you know what? We were right. The tank is dead.
Indeed. So it wasn't enough time for a song or a Illuminati speech either. So we'll see them go ahead and shut down that tank yet again. Very well played there by EOS. I mean, we were joking around quite a bit, but they did very well there with that tank take. And Bravo really got destroyed there. So the helicopter will go ahead and open up its cargo bay door and allow EOS in.
You see Dusty just saying, what if I play with these people? You said play. Oh, goodness gracious. So, alright, hit coming in here from Element of Surprise. Spitter, Jockey, Smoker, and a Boomer going in. Jockey's going to land, and that's going to be the rest of it cleared. Element of Surprise doing a nice job on the finale right here. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough for them to actually win, but it's going to be close. And that's what you kind of want to see in a matchup like this. Final scores for this one are going to be... Hold on, the plane is really loud and it has to get
There's a loud-ass
to the
plane.
side. That's a really, really loud ass plane. But there we go. Finally taking off. Everyone's AFK. 4,084 to 3,368 in favor of the healthcare professionals. So as we mentioned before, that is going to put them up to 6-1, tied with the Silencio jockeys, and it's going to drop us to 5-2, but still very, very respectable, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to have in store for us when we move to the elimination stages.
Yeah, each and every week that we get closer to the elimination brackets, I'm getting more and more excited to see how this all plays out. This is going to be really, really crazy. And, you know, it's been a long time since we've actually seen a double elimination, or we've never seen a group stage into double elimination. But I know we have seen just group stage and we've seen just double brackets. It's going to be very interesting to see how this actually plays out, though. Actually, no. I don't even know if we've ever seen a double elim. No, I know Alienware was double elim.